Hello everyone, this is Cheyenne Jude. This is for SPED 517 Module 4. The option that I chose was supported decision making and guardianship. I watched My Choice Kentucky videos, and then I read chapters 10 and 11 and then watched the lecture video. I think this one just really stuck out to me because, me as the teacher, I always ask, what do you want to do moving forward? What will help you? And they always tell me that they want to be independent. So by that being said, all of this, it doesn't mean that having the supported guardianship, that doesn't mean that, they can't do things for themselves. It just helps them make the right choices. So I just feel like all of this really aligned with that and shows you how to support them and, people with disabilities to stay in charge of their own lives through all these decisions. And, they just have people that they trust that can help them, lead them in the way. So I just think it's very empowering for them to, take that step forward and be like, okay, well, I can do this. I don't have to have anybody's help to help me. So, and in chapter 10, it also talked about like community inclusion and independent living. And I feel like that all connected good too. And then I also kept thinking about my own students, like how can I build in small opportunity choice in my classroom, like letting them pick out, like, I'm teaching foods and restaurants right now out of a curriculum that I found, and it has like little games in it. What restaurants do you want to go to? What grocery store would you like to go to? Or what job do you want to work at later on in life? So it really just gives them choices, but also makes them feel like they can do things and make those choices on their own. And actually, real world experiences too. And then I also read in chapter 11 about like interpersonal engagement. That hit home too because, it goes back to supported decision making. It really depends on communication. And if you don't have that communication, you can't communicate what your needs are and how to meet how those needs are met. So I just feel like those skills really need to be started learning early and leading up into middle school and high school, because they do really need to take, that charge in their life to communicate what they need, what they want to do, what their goals are, and how to engage properly with everybody. Because sometimes I'll ask them, well, what did you have for dinner last night? Or what did you do yesterday after school? And most of them look at me like deer in a headlight look. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Or, they throw that up to me. But I just feel like that's very important. And then in Kentucky schools, like, I just feel like, we just need to focus on communications with them. But I would like to maybe see what other parents' point of view is, like, on all of this. Like, do they do this here? And what resources do we have here in Eastern Kentucky where I live? I mean, I know I have Carl D. Perkins in Thelma, but like other than that, I mean, I don't think that we have that many resources to go off on here. But overall, I just think this module made me think differently about, children with disabilities, having what independence really means to them. And, myself, like, we go to the store every day. Like, yeah, we may struggle with things, but like, you know, I don't have to have someone to help me go to the store, write my grocery list. You know, it's just little things that you don't realize that they actually need help with. So I just feel like, you know, maybe taking all of this, seeing what my students would need in the classroom and out of the classroom, what I can teach them to help them gain that independence. But I appreciate you guys for listening, and thank you.